One of the saddest parts about getting really lean is that you're no longer able to take your shirt off in public, or really at all, unless it's in like a gym or fitness content, or like you're posting it and you have a business centered around it or anything like that, because you just feel kind of bad because it makes people feel bad. And when I was younger, especially when I first got on my fitness journey, like 3 years in, I wanted to take my shit off all the time because that's around the time where you start to look like you actually lift. You start to look like you're actually in shape and you're making progress and all of this stuff. And I would always like feel good and I'd feel confident and whatever, and people would stare at me and give me compliments or whatever. But it gets to a certain level to where people look at you and they kind of give you like a judgmental look, and you think, oh, that's weird. Oh, these people are just like self-conscious or nervous or around me or whatever. Like I look awesome, whatever. Which is usually true. And the thing that I've realized as I've matured more is that nobody really cares. And if it's just making people feel bad, then why would I want to have like my shirt off to begin with? And recently, like at a pool party or whatever, my family threw a party for my nephew because he's 3 now and he started going to school. We had a pool party and I was heavily debating, like, do I wear a shirt? Do I not? And I decided to wear a shirt and everything felt like normal. And normally people would like make comments on how I looked or like my body or whatever, and like it gave me a little bit of validation or things like that, or they would like be criticizing me for having a shirt off, like, nobody wants to see that, whatever. But it kind of made me realize, like, having my shirt off makes people feel bad. And I talked to some of my other friends who are like higher level in their fitness journey, like, and I've watched some videos about this just because I've been curious, and a lot of people seem to have the same type of situation. So if I was to give advice to like my younger self or somebody who's in my situation or maybe is coming up on their physique journey, like, enjoy it for you and learn how to enjoy it for you. Because 100% when I first started, it was for me, but it was in part for other people. Like, I wanted to look good. I wanted to feel good. I wanted to build like the aesthetic V-taper and the aesthetic body and all that type of stuff. But the more that I achieved those things and I got what it is that I wanted, the more I realized it kind of just made people feel bad. And the thing is, you can sit and say like, oh, I don't care, they should feel bad, like lazy fucks, like fat slobs. Like, maybe, but that's not me. And I like to be the type of person that's approachable and people like and whatever. And obviously I want to feel respected, and you can tell when I wear clothes I'm in shape. But it kind of made me realize, like, I don't know if I want to have my shirt off a ton. So like when I go to the gym now, like I'll wear baggy clothes and I won't show anything, and I'll like casually flex in the mirror or whatever. And normally when I do, people are like, whoa, you look in shape, like sleeper build, haha. But I try and keep it as minimal as possible. And I think guys who are in shape, yes, they earn it, and yes, you can do whatever you want with your body. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I think guys who are in shape should, at least for me, I'm not going to say guys who are in shape, at least for me, at least the mindset and the type of person that I want to be. I want people to find out later when they're more warm to me, when they know me better. I want them to find out like how in shape that I am. Not said in like an arrogant, cocky way, but said in a way of like, I want them to be able to feel comfortable enough to ask questions and be amazed and say it to my face and not feel spiteful about it. Because when you just meet someone and they're in your face and they're like jacked and they make you feel bad or whatever, you don't like that person. When you already like the person, you see that they're like in shape or jacked or whatever, then they almost feel proud for you, which is one, a much better feeling, but two, it allows them to ask questions, and then you get to be a motivation for them. And I've talked to a couple of people who have been more out of shape, and I've done like this process for, like this framework for, I'm wiping like condensated milk water on my table. Anyways, long story. I've done this process for, and they've asked me like, hey man, what do you do? Like, you look good. And it gave me the opportunity to like help them and explain them and whatever. And I'm a very different person online than I am like in person. I'd like to think I'm similar in like the way I act, the way that I talk, stuff like that. But I conduct myself very differently because I have a brand and it's fitness based and stuff like that. In person, I'm a very chill guy. Like, I'm the type of person to wear mismatched socks, like clothes that don't match, like fucking baggy stuff with holes in it, like whatever. I'm a very non-showy person. And when they see my social media, or when they see that like I'm actually in shape because I happen to have my shirt off or whatever, or they see a picture on my phone because I'm scrolling through and I'm trying to show them something, because most of the pictures on my phone are me shirtless because I record B-roll and I like taking those pictures and I send them to my girl and whatever. When they see that stuff, it allows them to ask questions, and I like that. I like that much more than them feeling spiteful or feeling bad because of the fact that I'm in shape. And like, I sound like an arrogant asshole, I know, talking about this and saying, like, I feel bad for, like, being in shape, because people are going to be like, you're not that jacked, actually. Like, look at my forearm. Look at that shit. People will call me an asshole and say I'm arrogant, and I don't really care that much. But, like, it's the truth. And other people that are in shape can relate to what I'm saying. People are, like, really, really in shape, like, big and lean and whatever. And I'm not, like, the biggest guy. I'm not the leanest guy, but I look fucking good. Right? And in person, I'm substantially bigger in person than I am on social media, because people see freaks on social media, and I'm a freak, like, in person. Like, genuinely, I'm 17 and I look like how I do. Like, it's fucking insane. But having the ability to have a positive effect on someone's life versus a negative effect is worth more than my ego. And I think that's the main lesson that I want to derive from this, is that I care more about helping someone and making them feel good and being able to guide them in the right direction than I do showing my ass and flopping my dick on the table. So yeah, that's been everything. My name's been Brandon. Low key. Lighting's kind of nice. Keep doing your best. Trust God. Signing off.